This year has been fraught with perils, from the whispers of another world war to the global pandemic that brought our nation's economy to its knees. The purpose of my speech today is to discuss the effects COVID-19 has had and will have on our economy, specifically along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Many of us have been affected by this predicament, from being laid off from our jobs to changing the way that we approach a social setting. And our economy is no different. And we should strive to be well informed about the long-term effects this virus will have on our lives. There are several factors that play into any economic situation, but for brevity, we'll focus on the steep decline of the job market, the impact on small businesses, and the struggling hospitality industry, all of which are cornerstones in the Mississippi economy. Even if losing your job wasn't something that you had to face during the enforced quarantine, I'm sure many of you know someone who did. According to an article Rakesh Kochar wrote for Pew Research Center, the unemployment rate rose drastically from February to May and rivaled the job losses experienced during the Great Recession in the early 2000s. As of May 28th of this year, Lance Lambert reported via Fortune.com that a staggering 40 million people filed for unemployment, with nearly 2.1 million or more applying each week since the Safer at Home order came into full effect. With the loss of jobs comes a loss of money flowing into the market. While the federal government has sought to remedy this imbalance by giving us $600 a week extra to those who qualify, the solution is only a band-aid when clearly the wound requires a more drastic approach. While the unemployment rate plays a huge role in the state of our economy, we should also focus on how small businesses have been impacted. Corporate giants such as Walmart and Target have been able to weather this storm relatively unscathed, while smaller, locally owned businesses have not been so lucky. According to Georgia McIntyre's article published to Fundera.com, about 50% of small businesses fail within 5 years of opening their doors, and that's in normal circumstances. She goes on to state that the largest reason for those failures is the lack of a market for their products and services. Forbes' article, How the Coronavirus is Impacting Small Businesses, remarked that information gleaned from the National Small Business Association members survey saw that nearly half reported a reduced customer demand. If this trend continues, we can expect to see massive closures, even less jobs available, and an economy that is worse off than it is now. Small businesses aren't the only ones who have seen the worst economically that this pandemic has to offer. The hospitality industry has also taken a huge hit, mainly due to closures of tourist attractions. With the Safer at Home order in full effect, we saw the temporary closures of casinos, restaurants, and other hospitality businesses. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics Economy at a Glance, 32% of Gulfport and Biloxi's workforce was employed in the hospitality industry as of February. That number drastically fell to only 17.4% by April, meaning that many more people were out of work indefinitely. While the numbers are projected to be on the rise, we are not in the free and the clear yet. Shutting the casino doors, while best for health concerns, will definitely have a long-lasting impact on our economy. The economy is the main driving force for everything we do, determining the price we pay for gas or how much we're willing to pay for other necessities. Coastal Mississippi will certainly feel the impact of the pandemic for a while, especially with the rise in unemployment, the possibility of losing small businesses, and the state of the hospitality industry. While there may not be much we can do to change the tides at this point in time, knowing about the problem is half the battle. Being aware of the challenges we face going forward makes us better prepared to find the solutions we need for tomorrow.